Joel Teague wasn't your average college student.
We knew going in that Joel was 35 and everybody else was like 19 or 20. Hey, Dad.
In his mid-30s, this husband and father of 3 decided to go back to school. Joel would drive 70 miles each way from his home in Danville, Virginia, to Liberty University, where he was working towards a degree in kinesiology. But this midlife renaissance wouldn't just be limited to the classroom. It also gave Joel a chance to live out an athletic dream.
I met Joel the beginning of the 2011-2012 season. He showed up to the open tryouts that we had for the volleyball team. I remember he stood out in tryouts not because he was the most athletic or not because he was the biggest guy on the court, but because of what was very evident from the beginning, his hard work ethic. And he let us know, hey, I'm in my mid-30s, I have a family, I'm coming back to school, haven't been to college now in the last 10 years, but I'm really interested in just doing this, doing it well for at least 1 year.
And Coach Rigg would provide him with that opportunity.
We knew the chances of him getting on were pretty slim. The day that he told me, I mean, he just jumped in the air and was just so excited about it.
Yeah, Daddy!
Joel would play for 1 season, loving every minute he got to spend on the court and with his teammates.
He was just so happy and the happiest I've ever seen him in my life.
After playing the 1 season with the team, Joel still kept in close contact with Coach Rigg and the program, even coming to watch Liberty play at a tournament in North Carolina. And it was there that Joel first told his coach that something was wrong.
He said, I've been going to the doctors, haven't been doing very well health-wise. I'm not sure what it is, but asked me to pray for him.
We just thought maybe he was just doing a little too much. We really thought he had the flu. But
doctors would soon discover that it was much more serious than that.
I ended up having to be the one to tell him that they think it's leukemia. And I remember he looked at me and said, "Do people live with that?" And I said, "I don't know, but we'll see what's going to happen."
That was the start of a long, difficult road for Joel and his family, with much of the time being spent in the hospital. Yet it was in this dark hour that Joel discovered teammates last much longer than just a season.
When I found out, I guess in December, January, that he had leukemia, I immediately let the team know. And then I said, hey, I'm going to go down and visit him at Duke. Anybody want to come?
There were days that were really tough. And I always knew that if one of his teammates were coming, that was going to be a good day.
Unfortunately, after 10 months, Joel's battle with leukemia would come to an end. He was just 37 years old. But even in death, he showed the impact that his team and his sport made on his life.
He was buried in his volleyball jersey with a volleyball in his hands.
I don't know, if you've ever had a dream since you were a kid and you finally got it, that was his. And so there was no question about the jersey, him being buried in it.
Being that Joel was such an inspiration within the Liberty men's volleyball program, prior to this season, they decided to honor him in a special way.
We were getting new jerseys this year. We got the emblem, the JT emblem, put on our sleeves. Every game, every tournament we went to, we started out not only playing for God's glory, talking about what it meant to represent Christ on the court, but secondly saying, listen, this is a guy who meant a lot to all of us. Let's go out and do him justice. Let's honor him when we play.
There was a picture that somebody sent me with all of them kind of showing their JT, and it was the first time I saw my son smile after his dad had passed away.
Just 37 years on this earth, but the impression Joel left on his team and others won't soon be forgotten.
He was a great story of a guy who came back mid-30s. Probably shouldn't be able to play collegiate sports, right? But a great story of a guy who worked for something that he wanted and was completely dedicated to these guys. Just a great demonstration of what a Christian man should be.
So I think his real legacy is showing how you can live your life looking to the cross and looking to Christ for your strength instead of finding it within yourself. And I think that's pretty amazing.